All right, so today we're going to be looking at the first two lines of our exponent rules graphic organizer. So the very first line that we have, which is adding and subtracting monomials, is really what we've all called all year long, combining like terms. So when we do this, we don't change any of the common variables or the exponents. What we're doing is taking it as a group. So when we have something like 9x squared y, minus 10x squared y, we looked at their like terms. That means, do they have the same variables with the same exponents? So I see x squared and x squared, and I have y and y. So what I do is I look at the numbers in front, basically the coefficients. 9 minus 10 is -1. And then I'm just going to bring the like term through. So it's x squared y. And we don't normally write that 1 in there, so this is really -x squared y. And if we look at the next one, subtract 6w from 8w, that ends up being 8w minus 6w. Again, we have like terms because the variable is the same. The exponent that we don't see is 1, so the exponent is the same. And then we just do the math with the numbers. 8 minus 6 is 2, and then we bring the variable over, giving us 2w. Now, product rule is a little bit different. Here, anytime we're multiplying two things that have the same base, so the base is x here, and they both have the same base, and we're multiplying, we're going to add the exponents. So what this looks like is x, so we keep the base, but now we're going to bring the exponents together and give us a plus b. So now let's look at that as a real problem. So we can use either numbers or we can use variables. So here again we have variables, h squared times h to the 6th. The base h is the same, so I'm going to bring it over. And then I'm going to add the variables, 2 plus 6. So my answer is going to be h. 2 plus 6 is 8, so it'll be h to the 8th. Now this next problem looks a little more interesting. And when we look at that, we're going to combine things that are alike, so the bases are alike. So keep in mind that numbers are a base. So this is really -2 times -7. Okay, so I'm just going to keep that here so we can do the math in just a minute. And then I look at my variables. My a's go together. So that's going to be multiplied times a. And then because it's a squared times a to the 3rd, it's really 2 plus 3. And then I'm going to deal with my b's. So it's times b. And these are really b to the 1st and b to the 1st. So it's 1 plus 1. We just don't always write that. So let me finish my math. -2 times 7 is -14. And then a becomes 2 plus 3, or a to the 5th, and b is b to the 1 plus 1, which is 2, which gives us our answer, -14 a to the 5th times b squared. And that is our notes for today. Please go ahead and enjoy the practice that I have assigned over in Edsby. Thank you.